The glade was unusually quiet, as everyone gathered near the doors, holding their breath. Eyes darted nervously from one wall to the next, and whispers died in the air, and the distant wail of the grievers made the silence even heavier. Every second felt like an hour as they waited, hearts pounding for the two of them to appear. Everyone in the glade screams for Minho to cross the doors without Albie, but Minho is still too far away, and the doors are almost fully closed. At the last moment, Thomas acts on impulse, slips inside the maze, and reaches the other side just as the doors shut behind him. Thomas checks on Albie, who has been stung by a griever. Suddenly, they hear grievers wailing in the distance, and the maze walls begin to shift. Minho gets up to leave, but Thomas refuses to abandon Albie. Together, they move through the maze while carrying him, but the grievers get closer and closer. Thomas notices a wall covered in thick vines. They lift Albie up and hide him in the vines so he'll be out of sight. When Minho sees a griever approaching, he panics and runs. Thomas struggles to hold Albie's weight alone, but manages to hide himself inside the vines as well. He watches the griever's mechanical legs pass right in front of him. When the coast is clear, he ties the vines around Albie to keep him suspended. Then he hides again as the griever returns. As Thomas tries to stay unnoticed, he accidentally steps in slime. When he looks up, he sees the griever hanging right above him. Thomas runs, and the griever chases him through the maze until Thomas reaches a dead end. With no other choice, he climbs the vines on the wall and pulls himself onto a lower ledge. The griever climbs after him, so Thomas throws himself toward another wall, grabs more vines, and hangs on. The griever follows again, but the vines collapse under its weight, trapping the creature. Minho eventually finds Thomas. They spot a wall closing and rush toward it, using the moving walls to put distance between themselves and the stuck griever. Thomas waits until the griever gets close, then slips through the closing wall just in time. The next morning, when the maze opens, the gladers are shocked to see Minho and Thomas returning with Albie between them. At sunrise, Minho and Thomas head to the inner ring of the maze and discover that Section 7 is open, even though it shouldn't be. Inside, they find strange metal structures called the Blades and Ben's old clothes. The device Thomas pulled from the griever starts beeping. They follow the beeping deeper into the maze until they reach an area Minho has never seen before. When they reach a dead end, the beeping stops and the number on the device turns green. Suddenly, the walls open and reveal a passage. They walk inside and find a tunnel with a red scanning light. Something moves nearby, so they turn and run back. Outside, the blades begin to move dangerously, so they escape as fast as they can. More walls rise from the ground, sealing off the section, but Minho and Thomas slip through the last open gap. Back in the glade, they announce that they found a new passage that might be a way out. Minho believes it's where the grievers go during the day, but Gally warns them that going inside might mean facing dozens of grievers at once.